Orcs will debut as a core race in 1D&D for the first time in the history of Dungeons & Dragons, taking over the half-orcs legacy from 5e. It's certainly not the first time that orcs are available as a playable race. In 1e and 2e, for instance, that option was available in Dragon Magazine and supplement books. But it's the first time they will be starring on the main stage in the player's handbook. It's been a long journey with much debate along the way. The root of the controversy is the depiction of an entire fantasy race as inherently evil, first in The Lord of the Rings and then in all editions of Dungeons & Dragons, up to 5e's Monster Manual, and the real-world associations with racisms of all kinds that could be made from that. The cultural shift over the last 30 years was slow but with a clear direction, from the Orcs of Warcraft as a flavorful, playable race to the film Bright, passing through the Orcs of Eberron and Wildemount, that not only are not evil by nature, but in fact have sophisticated cultures. 1D&D will at last emancipate orcs and get rid of the monster stigma. In 1D&D, orcs keep the same design received in Monsters of the Multiverse. Relentless endurance, one of the most powerful race traits in the game, was kept, while two others were subbed. Compared to the player's handbook's half-orcs, the end result is a welcome power buff. Savage attacks is one of the race traits that didn't make the cut. While it had a fun element, which was an additional damage dice on top of the extra critical hit damage dice, after all, we all love a handful full of dice, but it was too narrow a trait, and it would mainly support martial classes. Menacing is the other trait that is gone. The reason here probably being that, together with savage attacks, it reinforced the stereotype building of orcs. That's a positive change. Once again, the less we fit characters into boxes, the more we'll provide wings for creative role-playing and storytelling. Powerful Build is one of the new traits, but it simply expands weight-carrying capacity. The coolest new trait is Adrenaline Rush. It allows one dash as a bonus action, along with the gain of temporary hit points. It not only reflects the physical power flavor that we would expect for orcs, but it's a useful trait both for tanks who want to take the first line, as well as for casters who want to move away and take cover. In my opinion, those changes make orcs more suitable to play with different classes, with a nice flavor and a small buff compared to the 5e half-orcs stats, placing them along with the most powerful 1D&D races. In addition to that, orcs are finally admitted in the club of the core playable races, recognizing a shift of their status in the pop culture and cutting the ties with overly simplistic fantasy tropes that could be ill-translated to the real world.